Hey guys, welcome back to Me and Me Farms Maple Products. We're back down at number 4 pond today, and take a look back there. Yeah, more pondweed stuff. So we're going to get some of this out and kind of go over what it is and what we're going to do about it. If you look behind me, let me pan, you can see that, yeah, there we go. It kind of just comes out about 20 feet all around the circumference of the pond. I already know what it is, and I know that here in just a few weeks, it's going to die back on its own. The problem is I'm going to fish right here in a few weeks because the bluegill are going to be spawning. I don't want this weed in there, so we're going to go ahead and treat it and see if we can knock it back so the fish will have access to their spawning areas. Let's go. Okay, here's a piece of it we pulled out of the pond. I tried to get in there and kind of let you see what it looks like all laid out. It's pondweed, and yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, Tone, I know. It's a weed come out of a pond, but no, really, that's what it's called. It's pondweed, and there are several kinds of pondweed. There's an Illinois pondweed, a slender leaf pondweed, but this is curly leaf pondweed. If you get down there, it's instantly obvious why it's called that. If the leaves look like lasagna noodles, you're dealing with curly leaf pondweed. Okay, so now that we've identified it as curly leaf pondweed, how do we get rid of this stuff? Well, just like last week's video, we have 3 possible options. We can do a biological control, which in this case would be grass carp. Grass carp, they love pondweed. They will readily consume pondweed, at least when they're young. When they get so big, they kind of slow down, their appetite slows down. But if you want to stock grass carp to get rid of pondweed, they most certainly will do it. You could rake it out, a manual method, but again, that's a lot of work. You're gonna burn some calories getting rid of pondweed if you're raking it out. And pondweed, or a lot of pondweeds, and I'm talking general pondweeds now, will reproduce by fragments. So when you rake that weed out and it breaks up into pieces, those pieces may sprout into fresh pondweed. So the third option is right here, chemical option. We've got a couple products here. We've got Weed Treen, which is a liquid, Flumigard, which is a granular product. You dissolve it in water. Either one of those two will kill curly leaf pondweed on their own. We like to mix them together just to make sure that we kind of get a thorough kill. This product here in the middle, this smaller bottle, is a surfactant, which makes the chemical adhere to the plant a little better. Now, pondweed is a submerged plant. Typically, you don't use a surfactant on that. A surfactant would be used on like lilies or cattails or something that projects above the water that needs the chemical to stick to it. But again, to be thorough, we're going to add it in there anyway. So let's get this mixed up and we'll go spray a pond. Easy to tell where you've sprayed. It turns white. And it's going to coat all this stuff right up here on the shore. These cattails, it'll kill those too. Just go ahead and hit those. Get rid of them, kind of a 2-for-1 kind of deal there. I'm not too worried about it all the way out. Again, I'm mainly concerned about where my bluegill are going to nest. I want to get it like 10 feet out all the way around. I'll probably be happy with that. And this stuff wouldn't stop the bluegill from nesting. They would fan out and nest right through it. But it would stop me from fishing for them. We're going to see if we can knock this back. Applying an aquatic herbicide, unlike terrestrial herbicides, you don't have to worry about a rain fast date. You're putting it in the water anyway, so if you want to put it in while it's raining, that's not going to be any problem at all. worked out just about perfect. All right, we'll give that a few days, come back, see how it did. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, check this out. This is our bonus weed segment. If I can get focused in on that. Floating out there on top of the water, definitely some type of lily pad. I think we all know that. What kind is it? I'll show you. It's called water shield. And you can tell this particular lily because when you pull a leaf out, it will be red underneath and very slippery, very slimy. If I can get it out. Sorry about that. There we go. See how red that is underneath? How slippery that is? That's water shield. Very invasive. Fortunately, the same chemical compound we were using a few minutes ago, the Weed Trend Flumigard combination, will knock this stuff back too. So let's go ahead and spray that while we're here.